Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So this past weekend was a big one. So we actually ended up going garage sailing because in my local city, they did like the kind of citywide garage sale thing where you don't have to get a local permit or anything like that. You can just open up shop basically. And so because of that, we decided to go drive around and see what we could find. Unfortunately, we couldn't get out Friday because by the time we were done working, everything was closed. So we ended up going out Saturday morning, and we didn't find like a ton of stuff, I guess, but I found something that I really wanted to share with you guys. And that is this big old box sitting next to me. Oh my God, this thing is heavy. It is this box here, and you can see it was $5 for the box. What is in this box? Well, you know if you clicked on this video, but what was in this box is a box of VHS tapes. And so there's just a whole bunch of movies in here on VHS. So I thought, you know what? For $5, why not, right? Like, who cares? Am I gonna keep most of these? Honestly, probably not. I don't have a big VHS collection. I don't really collect VHS unless it's like really cool old school horror or something like that. Then I would definitely keep it. But looking at what I looked at so far, a lot of this looks to be Westerns, which isn't normally something that I gravitate towards, but I thought there might be something cool in here. And there's a whole bunch in here that I just haven't seen. As I was going through it at the garage sale, I figured, you know what? Just stop, buy it. Why not? Take it home and do it in the video. It would be a fun video to share with you guys, I thought. So that's what we're going to do today. So not only did this happen, but this happened as well. 3, 4. So yeah, just a big weekend for the family here, and garage sailing, of course, being the least of it. But either way, I figured I would go through this box with you guys and just see what it is that I've added to my collection, what I'm going to keep, what I'm probably going to end up getting rid of. Now, frankly, these will probably just end up being donated because Disc Replay doesn't take VHS tapes, and no one around here really does that I know of. So anything I don't want, I'll just end up donating. Could I end up donating this entire box? Yeah, it's possible, but I figured there might be something cool in here that I might want to hold on to. So let's go through it and see what the heck is in this big box. So before we get into it though, guys, if you have a second, please hit that like button down below. That engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right in to my big box of VHS tapes and see what I have. So I'll treat this like all my other blind boxes, just kind of reach over and grab things. So this, of course, was at the very top. I did see this in there. This is Treasure of Sierra Madre, excuse me. And so, yeah, you can see up top here, Inglorious Black and White with Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, this is actually one I have not seen, which honestly, I'll guarantee you right now, 99% of these I haven't seen because, like I said, most of these are Westerns. So this is one I might hold on to this just because it's kind of cool looking. So I'll check it out. And actually, I have a whole new setup downstairs here where I can hook up my VCR. So yeah, I'm probably going to hold on to some of these. Okay, and then we have The Grapes of Wrath, the studio classic with Henry Fonda. This is a classic tale, John Steinbeck novel. I was actually in the play version of this in grad school. Yeah, so good one. I've not seen the film, but I've heard really good things. So I don't know if I do that one on VHS or grab the Blu-ray, but hey, it's a cool discovery nonetheless. All right, so here's one of the Westerns. Ooh, a Paul Newman Western. Interesting. Hombre. All right, so I've not seen this one, of course. Paul Newman's rough and tumble screen persona is more than an act. I love that. Yeah, so that looks like a lot of fun. Everything I was finding this weekend, whether it was VHS tapes or DVDs, Blu-rays, there were so many Westerns. And so that's why this is really like the only... I did buy a shelf for $2. That was a really good deal. But other than that, it was mostly not media-related things that we found. Oh my God, look at this. Review... Okay, this is a TDK, so like a self-made tape. And what is on here? $1 Million Baby. That's fantastic. So, yeah, that's definitely a donate pile because I do have that on Blu-ray already. But it's so random that $1 Million Baby is on VHS. Where Love Has Gone, co-starring Michael Connors, Joey Heatherton, Susan Hayward, and Bette Davis. based on the Harold Robbins sensational bestseller. All right. Bette Davis sinks her teeth into her role and devours it with a style glorious to behold. All right. I don't know what this one is. It's a melodrama at its most riveting and watchable. Does this have the director? Edward Dmytryk is the director on this one. So I frankly don't even know it. So we'll check and see if that one is maybe worth having. I don't know. Honestly, if any of these are like worth anything on eBay or whatever, I might just end up going that route with them. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. But again, I just thought it'd be a fun video to go through them. Oh, here we go. The Perfect Storm. George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg. I love it. Super suspenseful and terrifying. Titanic and Jaws combined. And I love that it advertises $180 million special effects storm. That is phenomenal that is advertised on the back here. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. Screening copy. So is this even the movie? Oh yeah, it is. Very interesting. So I wonder if there's more like this. Screening. I am so intrigued now on what that actually means for like how the individual got these. I don't know. Interesting. All right. Then we have the Academy Award winner Cary Grant and Loretta Young in The Bishop's Wife. All right. Looks interesting there. I don't know this one either. Stars in this enchanting rom-com as an angel who materializes in answer to the prayers of a harried young bishop. Okay. Interesting. Nominated for 5 Academy Awards. How do I not know this one? Just shows my ignorance. Including Best Picture and winner of the Oscar for Best Sound Recording. Okay. The Bishop's Wife is a comedy delight. So Cary Grant in that one. Not too much going on the back there. But yeah, let's see if this one... No, this is just a standard VHS tape there. All right. We'll keep going. Maybe we'll get some horror down here at the bottom. That would be cool. More Western here. Dean Martin Western. Rough Night in Jericho. Dean Martin rules over a lawless town. This kind of looks fun. George Peppard is in here as well. Gene Simmons from The Big Country. Who is this directed by? It doesn't say on the back. Let's see if it says on the front here. It might, but I'm not seeing it. Sidney Boehm is the screenplay. I'm not seeing who directed this one. You guys probably already know, but I don't know. Rough Night in Jericho. Looks interesting. Frankly, another one I'd never even heard of before, which is good with me. I have no problem with that. Errol Flynn. They Died with Their Boots On. Oh, this is a colorized version of a film originally marketed and distributed to the public in black and white. That's interesting. It has been altered without the participation of the principal directors, screenwriters, and so they just did it on their own. They colorized this black and white movie. All right. 2 hours and 20 minutes on one VHS tape. Why does that seem really long to me for one VHS tape? I feel like my personal recordings way back when didn't last that long. Well, maybe they did, but I'm going to guess the quality is probably not the best on this if they're fitting 2.5 hours on one tape, but I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, this looks interesting. So yeah, directed by Raoul Walsh. They Died with Their Boots On. Interesting. The Guns of Navarone. Okay, here we go. This is one I know. David Niven and Gregory Peck. Special edition. An Impenetrable Fortress, an Invincible Army, and the Unstoppable Commando Team. Nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture in 1961. All right. Yeah, this is one I definitely need to see this movie at some point in my life because I've definitely heard a lot of great things about this. And I love this cover. This is just a nice cover. This green. Not something I would have expected for that. Dropping it for that film, but I like that. Torpedo Run. Glenn Ford and Ernest Borgnine. Looks interesting. The aircraft carrier Shinaroo led the attack on Pearl Harbor. Now it's the #1 target in the Pacific. Okay, looks like a war film. Looks pretty interesting. This one, screenplay by Richard Sale. Okay. And who's it directed by? Joseph Pevney. 1958. Another one. Let me know if you guys know anything about these. I've heard of that one, but I don't really know anything about it. I've just heard of it. Man, there are a lot of movies in here, so I'll have to have some. Hopefully there'll be some really good things as we get deeper in. Olivia de Havilland, The Dark Mirror. This actually looks interesting. It looks like it could be a thriller. Hollywood Stars, written and produced by Nunnally Johnson, directed by Robert Siodmak. A prying neighbor, a jilted paramour, and a seasoned detective all point to Ruth Collins as the killer of a prominent society doctor until the appearance of her twin sister. This totally feels, just by that description, like a made-for-TV movie, and I hope that's what it is. 1987 is when this was produced, so yeah, very interesting. I will probably hold on to this one, frankly, because it just feels like the right way to watch something like this, so yeah, I'm probably going to hold on to that one for sure. And then what do we have next? John Steinbeck again. Robert Mitchum. Interesting. So I didn't really know Robert Mitchum until I watched, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the night, not the Night Porter. Come on, Brandon. The Night of the Hunter finally came back to me. Anyway, that's where I know Robert Mitchum from, and he was phenomenal in that. So this is very intriguing. It looks like he might be quite a bit younger in this one, so I'm very intrigued to see what this is. So I guess this is actually based on classic short stories that are combined of Steinbeck's to make The Red Pony, so that's kind of intriguing. And I love on the back here, advertising that it is, what does it say? Digitally mastered from the original film negative. I love that. So very cool. I'm very intrigued to see what that one's all about. And another Mitchum film in the collection, which is always a good thing. Oh, here's a newer one. 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt. All right. Who directed this one? Jean-Jacques Annaud. Brad Pitt stars in the soaring adventure and incredible true story of an Austrian prisoner of war who is transformed by his friendship with the young Dalai Lama. So another Brad Pitt classic there. That's interesting. One I'd probably do on Blu-ray or DVD, but still kind of cool to see. James Stewart as the Man from Laramie. All right, another Western here. This is the Western Classics collection. And who is this one directed by? I don't see. Oh, it's on the front here. James Stewart as the Man from Laramie. Screenplay by Philip Yarden. I always see that first. There it is. Anthony Mann. Okay, an Anthony Mann film. Very interesting. So yeah, we'll see if this one is any good or not. If you guys know anything about it, let me know. Next up here is A River Runs Through It. So another Western, a more recent Western. Robert Redford in this one. The strength of the American family in this acclaimed adaptation of Norman Maclean's classic autobiography. All right. So, yeah, I don't know why I want to see who directed it. Yeah, this is Robert Redford directed. Okay, yeah. So this is a cool one as well. Another one, frankly, it's pretty easy to get on, DVD and Blu-ray, so I'll probably just do that with that one. But, hey, whatever. Still cool to see. Oh, we got another wild card here. Oh, yes. Turner and Hooch is on this bad boy. Honestly, I might put these in just to see if there's any cool commercials or anything, because who knows when these were taped. Probably 90s, I would imagine, and it would just be fun to see some commercials from that time, because that's a very nostalgic time for me. So next up here, we have Paul Mooney and Bette Davis in Juarez in glorious black and white. A theme worthy of the best the screen can give. A distinguished, memorable, and socially valuable film. Fascinating. William Dieterle. Dieterle? I'm terrible. I don't know how to say his last name, but yeah, very good. Juarez. Have quite a few left here, it looks like. All right, we have Rock Hudson in this one. All That Heaven Allows. Like the seasons, all things change, except love. All right, so this is an hour and 29 minutes. Douglas Sirk film, obviously a very well-known director. So, yeah, that looks pretty interesting. And then we have Sarah Plain and Tall, Winter's End. Glenn Close and Christopher Walken. The Hallmark Gold Crown Collector's Edition. Sarah Plain and Tall, Winter's End. And I see it says written number 3 there, so I'm wondering if this is part of a series. It's kind of what it feels like, because it says, in the most anticipated film event of the year, Hallmark Hall of Fame reunites Glenn Close and Christopher Walken for Sarah Plain and Tall, Winter's End. Yeah, so I'm going to guess this is probably a sequel, maybe the third film in the trilogy based on that number there, but again, I'm spitballing here. I don't really know. I'm snowballing. Good Lord. And then we have Owen Wisters, The Virginian. Very good. So this is Joel McCrea, Brian Dunleavy, and Sonny Tufts. The Universal Western Collection. Very interesting. I just love learning about things that I don't know too much about. So, directed by Stuart Gilmore. So, even if I don't get around to all these, it's just cool to know they exist. And so, if I see them out on Blu-ray in the future, I might remember, oh yeah, that looks like an interesting one. Maybe I should grab it, or whatever the case may be. Key video turns the spotlight on Henry Fonda. Claudette Colbert and Henry Fonda drums along the Mohawk. A John Ford masterpiece. Is that so? How have I never heard of this? Yeah, directed by John Ford. Lawless frontier, Indian attacks, settlers protecting themselves the only way they know how, with guns and courage. Wow. All right. Interesting. Intrigued. I don't know. Sounds interesting enough, though. All right, what else we have in here? Lawman, Burt Lancaster, Robert Ryan, and Lee J. Cobb, another Western Legends collection. An intriguing, thought-provoking Western, says Leonard Maltin. A lot of these include like the theatrical trailer. This one's from 1970, directed by Michael Winner. Yeah, that's what I'm noticing on a lot of these. It says, you know, theatrical, includes original theatrical trailer, so that was like as good as the bonus features got back then, it looks like. And then we have another James Stewart Western. This is Shirley Jones, Richard Widmark in Two Rode Together. The first pairing of legendary Western director John Ford with star Jimmy Stewart. So that's interesting. Obviously another John Ford film. Clearly whoever I bought these from liked their Westerns. I have a feeling, because the person I bought them from, it was an older woman, and she was just trying to get rid of them. It felt like maybe it was like a husband who passed away. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what it looked like. Oh, here we go. Another Gold Crown Collector's Edition. We have Glenn Close and Christopher Walken, and this one has number 2 on it. So this has to be the second one. This is Skylark, a timeless portrait of a family torn by hardship and a dream united by love. So my guess is this has to be number 2. Yeah, The Beloved Family from Sarah Plain and Tall. So this has to be the sequel to that. And this actually has the making of Skylark included, which is always cool. So now the big question is, do we have film number 1, which I'm guessing is Sarah Plain and Tall, which we do. Awesome. And they have number 1 written right there. Very cool. So I'm intrigued. I have no idea what this trilogy, at least, is, but a great cast, Glenn Close and Christopher Walken. So yeah, we'll see with this one. It looks very Little House on the Prairie, which, excuse my ignorance, but that's what it looks like to me. So another Gold Crown Collector's Edition. This is My Sister's Keeper. Kathy Bates, Elizabeth Perkins, and Lynn Redgrave. This is a movie I've heard of, and I may have even seen this many years ago. I don't know that I was sitting down to watch it, but I feel like maybe my mom was watching this or something, because I remember this. Maybe Bridget was even watching it. I don't know. My wife. Maybe she was watching it, but yeah, either way. Oh, what is this? This is interesting. Okay. Blind Spot. Joan Woodward. They were so close they couldn't see each other's secrets, but look at this. This is unique. How cool is that? It's got a fold out. Memories from Blind Spot. Interesting. So these are just pictures from the film. I don't even know. That's just cool. I've never seen one of these like that before that had like a flip out cover like that, even from when I was younger. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to see if I can get a director on this one, but I'm not. Oh, there it is. Michael Toshiyuki? Either way, that's a pretty cool like case there, if nothing else. Man, a lot of these Gold Crown Collector's Editions from Hallmark, which is not my thing at all, but it's interesting. Ooh, Gaslight! No kidding! I actually just added this Blu-ray to my Amazon cart recently, and John over at PlatX2 hauled it on Blu-ray, or maybe DVD recently. Now I have it on VHS. That's awesome. I will definitely be holding on to this one. Angela Lansbury is in this, which is phenomenal. You guys know I'm a big Murder, She Wrote fan. Angela Lansbury's fantastic. And I think the director, I feel like I know who the director is, if I can find it. No, George Cukor. No, it's not. I don't know it for the director. I just know it for the fact that Joseph Cotten is in it, and the fact that Angela Lansbury is in this. So, yeah, very intrigued to watch this one. I will 100% be keeping Gaslight. Got a good one there. That makes me happy, just I've been thinking about it recently. I want to see it. Oh, here we go. A little Hitchcock action with one of these cool cases. This is Spellbound with Gregory Peck and Ingrid Bergman. Now, I'm 99% sure that I have this right over there on Blu-ray, but yeah, still very cool. Love to have Hitchcock in the collection, and that's just kind of a cool one to see. So, all right, we're getting towards the end here, maybe only 3 or 4 left. Wuthering Heights, Laurence Olivier and Merle Oberon in Wuthering Heights. Another of a similar collection to what we've been seeing earlier, so that's good. Directed by William Wyler from 1939. Very cool. All right, looks like there's 2 more in here. Shenandoah, James Stewart, another classic Western. And yeah, this one who is this one? Andrew McLaglen, it looks like. Another one with the original theatrical trailer. So yeah, this is a movie I've heard about, but I've not seen before. So another infamous Western that I need to see at some point in my life. All right, so last but not least, fortunately no horror, but that's kind of, honestly, I expected that, but you never know. Bette Davis in The Letter, and this is from the Bette Davis collection. So yeah, 7 Academy Award nominations. That's pretty impressive. Another one directed by William Wyler. So I think that's 2 in a row, maybe, that were directed by William Wyler. So that's awesome. All right, so that is it for the box. That's everything in there. So yeah, a big old box of VHS tapes. All right, so that was my box of VHS tapes that I found for $5 at my local garage sale this past weekend. And I mean, what of these I'm going to keep, I don't really know. Maybe a handful of them, but for the price I paid, that's totally fine. I'll probably check eBay to see if any of these are worth anything. Maybe I'll flip them just to, fund the collection, whatever the case is. If you guys are interested in any of them, let me know. Maybe we can work out something if you're interested in them, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. Just DM me and we'll go from there. But yeah, it's just fun. I don't ever really buy VHS tapes, and with a box of them for $5, I couldn't pass it up because I thought it would just be fun to kind of go through them and talk about what I'm seeing here on the channel. So unfortunately, all of these I haven't seen before, so I didn't have too much to say. But I mean, yeah, they're just older movies that are not in my wheelhouse. They're mostly Westerns and a lot of like romance from way back when. So it's not exactly what I love, but hey, I thought it would be fun to go through them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, let me know what of this stack you think I should watch. Definitely watching Gaslight, like very excited to have that one. That I am 100% keeping, but everything else in here is up for grabs. So let me know if there's anything that I need to see, and let me know if it's available on Blu-ray, because maybe I'll just do an upgrade. If it's that good, I'll just get it on Blu-ray down the line. But anyway, guys, hopefully this was interesting. I don't know, I've tried something new, tried something different a little bit. So yeah, we'll see how it does. But let me guys know what you think down in the comments below. I always appreciate any and all comments down there, so thanks so much for that. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed this one, please hit that like button down there. That really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, graphic novels, manga. If it's media related, I'm interested in it, and if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.